The former JMPD chief, David Tembe, is now the MMC of Community Safety in Johannesburg. The ActionSA member was appointed by Joburg Mayor Mpho Phalatse's mayoral committee. David Tembe joins us now in the studio here in Hyde Park on eNCA to talk about issues of public safety in the city and, of course, his plans to restore the dignity and integrity of the JMPD and, of course, the emergency services EMS. Mr. Tembe, good afternoon. Thank you very much for your time and welcome to our studios.
Good afternoon.
Here in Hyde Park. I know it's your first time in the studios. We moved here in August, so still new studios. I hope you like what they look like.
Yeah, I like it. It looks good.
Thank you very much for your time. Now, safety is a big concern for Johannesburg residents, and it manifests itself in different ways. We see crime on the rise. We see people occupying buildings, for example, illegally in downtown Johannesburg. There are some precincts, neighborhoods of Johannesburg where regarded as a no-go area. If you don't belong there, it's a myriad of challenges. Yes. Just an overriding question first. Are you confident that this new administration will sort out the myriad of safety problems that Johannesburg is facing today?
Yes, Dan, I'm very much confident. The multi-party coalition had a strat plan whereby we sat with all the MMCs and the head of the department for 3 days, planning on how we are going to deal with the issue of lawlessness and some of the issues that are happening in other departments. So on my part, we are going to bring back Buyamthetho.
On your part, you're going to bring back Buyamthetho. Would you have the support of everybody? Because it looks like this multi-party coalition is off to a rocky start, like we saw the chaos last week.
Now, under the leadership of Executive Mayor, Dr. Mpho Phalatse, we are going to make it work. And we are all committed as MMC. And under the leadership of her, I'm really, really confident. Are going to come
because it's going to come down to implementation. If people are not working together, you might have a good strategy on the table, but if you don't have the support and the leadership to drive towards that, you won't succeed.
Yes, but as I said, we did an induction. All the MMCs were heading all the departments, and we came to the conclusion that we have to work together. For an example, Parks Department. If we find that in Parks Department there are grass that is too much, and we have to cut it so that there mustn't be crime in there. The robots that are not working. I have to work with JRA, the City Power.
The potholes on the road.
The pothole JRA. So all of us, we have workshop that, and we come out that we are going to make it work.
Okay, highlights of that plan. I mean, I'm hearing you say you're confident that you've got the leadership, you've got the collaboration, and you're going to be working together as the various departments in Johannesburg. What are your plans for safety?
You'll see it this week.
Meaning?
In the inner city, I'm committing 1,800 metro police in the inner city.
1,800 metro police just in the CBD?
Exactly.
Are they
during the day?
Are they already there as part of the metro police?
No.
You're redeploying them there?
Yeah.
Or are you recruiting new ones?
No, I'm not recruiting new ones. They are there. It's a matter of the deployment strategy. My deployment strategy has proven that it will work in terms of visible policing. So 800 officers will be there during the day, from 6 in the morning to 6 in the evening. At night, we are going to have about 400 at any given time.
So that's your deployment strategy for the Metro Police.
Yes.
But you know, we don't trust the Metro Police. You know, the JMPD's image, currently people are saying is in tatters, integrity and the dignity. How are you going to make sure that while you are deploying them to ensure safety and security, for example, in the CBD, in their numbers, as you've just said, 1,800 of them to be redeployed, that they are respected, that they can be trusted?
Yeah, you will remember how they were while I was a chief. They used to change tires for the metros, for the motorists on the freeway. They used to have a lot of people because we had to change their shift system. They were working long shift system, but now they work 2 days, 2 nights, and 4 days off. So we have to change, and we need to give them support. We have to create the hope of the Metro Police that he or she will grow in the organization.
But you are not the head now of JMPD. You are an MMC, so you are like the political head for safety. How are you going to ensure that the JMPD does its job properly?
Yeah, I'm doing the oversee of licensing That's licensing, that's Metro Police, that's EMS, and that's security. So all of them, they report to the HOD, and the HOD reports to me. So my job is to oversee and implement what has been decided by the executive.
Are you going to shake up the leadership of JMPD?
If need be, there will be.
So you're going to be setting very tough KPIs, as the word goes. I mean, what they must deliver, and you're going to be measuring the current leadership. And if they don't deliver, you're going to shake it up.
Yeah, in policing, you have to have well-equipped commanders. So whatever they do out there, it will show how they are being led.
So the leadership that's in place currently will carry on, and you're going to provide them support and the resources, you say, because they would need to be equipped.
I have to do that.
Yeah, budget-wise, is the money?
Yeah, budget-wise, Johannesburg Public Safety is one of the well-budgeted departments, probably in the country.
Okay, but then are we going to see this action? You said from next week. What do you mean we're going to see besides the deployment? Are we going to see zero tolerance, for example?
I said from this week.
From this week?
From this week, Wednesday.
Are you going to adopt a zero tolerance approach?
Of course, zero tolerance. No cold drink, no issue of coming to work late. All the units will account for what they did in that particular day.
No cool drink. Because, I mean, the JMPD is known for asking for cool drinks all the time.
Of course. And there won't be that cold drink.
Okay. Now, the restoration of the integrity and the dignity of the JMP is one aspect. The issue of an inner city that is safe and clean is another aspect of safety. What else are you going to be focusing on in your plan?
Yeah, I'll focus on the EMS, because we don't have ambulances right now. We have got, today I was just checking, we've got plus minus 5 fire engines. So we need to focus on that. The paramedics that were manning the ambulances just come to work and sit, and they do absolutely nothing. So my focus will be on them. The second one is the licensing, because the delay in issuing of licenses, it caused problems to the community. I will work with the community to ensure that we come with a very good solution, because the community are the one who have got the solution, not us.
What about informal trading? You see so many pavement areas. I mean, recently when we were covering at eNCA the services, memorial services for the departed Archbishop Emeritus of the Anglican Church, Desmond Tutu, I went to the St. Mary's Cathedral Church. I mean, around that precinct, you can't walk, for example. Are you planning to make sure that there's order as well around some of those pavements?
Most of them, because what we are going to do now, I said from this week, is zonal policing. Zonal policing means that a vehicle will move around at a certain time at a certain block. And then we are going to have a block patrol. Block patrol, it means that we are going to patrol block by block and ensure that people comply with our bylaws. Okay. And I'm lucky enough because I've got an MMC who has got an understanding. Coolly, he's a very good guy. He is coming up with some brilliant idea that we have to do.
Okay, I guess the proof will be in the eating of the pudding, as they say. We're going to have to monitor and see the delivery of Buyamteto and all these other plans. I mean, 1,800 police are going to be deployed. Well, there you've heard it from the MMC of Community Safety of Johannesburg, David Tembe. From this week, about 1,800 police, Metro Police, will be deployed in the CBD of Johannesburg, daytime and nighttime, and a number of other plans to ensure your safety as a resident of Johannesburg, which is, of course, the capital of Gauteng, the economic hub of South Africa. If you didn't know, of course, Gauteng's GDP is bigger than some states on the rest of the continent. So it's important to watch what's happening safety-wise on the ground in Johannesburg. We will keep track of those developments. Now,